Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Heini. I'm Heini, and this week I'm going to lead you through a yoga strength blast for the upper body. So we'll be strengthening the arms, shoulders, core as well. And this is quite a short practice, so you might combine this with other practices if you are looking for a longer full-length class. Let's get started. For the practice itself, you don't necessarily need any props, but if you want to use something when you're seated in the beginning, then have a block or a cushion that you can place under the pelvis. Other than that, you don't need any props. We're going to start from a seat, so come seated on your mat. You could either sit on your shins, on your feet, or you could also come into a cross-legged seat, whichever feels easier now in the beginning. We're just going to do a little bit breathing in this seat and then we'll get moving. So first, find a tall back. Let your shoulders relax. Maybe close your eyes and take a few slightly deeper breaths in and out. Just notice the breaths moving further down, so not up into your shoulders, but lower down to the rib cage. And because we have quite many movements, poses where we really need core support, we're going to do another few breaths here, waking up that core support. So take a full breath in, let your ribs expand. And then exhale from the lower belly. Let the exhalation rise up. Just very, very gently drawing the lower belly in, that space below your navel. Then again, inhale. Let the ribs expand, let the chest expand. And as you exhale, very gently draw in through the lower belly. And you can visualize the exhalation rising up from the lower belly. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, especially to the ribs, out to the sides and into your back. And exhalation starts from below your navel, engaging that deeper lower core. Do 1 more breath. And then if you have your eyes closed, open your eyes. And from your seat, move up onto all fours. If you have a block or a pillow, you can put that aside. We no longer need it in this practice. And in this all fours pose, just slightly spread your palms, open the fingers onto the mat and gently grip the mat with your fingertips. So you start to engage that support for the wrists. Just lightly press the mat away. And we're going to do a few cat-cow movements here. I suggest exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the tail under. Allow head to come down. Inhale in the cat, that rounded shape. And then with the next exhalation, open your chest. Find a back bend, but keep your lower belly drawn in. Inhale towards the chest, stay in the back bend. Same again, next exhalation, round the spine. Round your neck, let the head come down. Inhale towards the back in your cat pose. And then with the next exhalation, open the chest, find a back bend, but keep the lower belly drawn in. Keep the core engaged. Inhale. Another 2 rounds with your own breath. Exhale as you move. And with the in-breaths, try to find some space in the ribs, in the chest. Again, next exhalation, opening the chest, finding the cow back bend. 1 more full round with your own exhalation. Round the spine and push the mat away. So you're also engaging arms, your shoulders. And one more exhalation takes you into a back bend, into that cow pose. Keep shoulders drawn away from the ears. And then find a neutral spine. So keep lower belly just gently drawn in, but finding a spine that is not rounded, that is not in a back bend. Inhale here, tuck the toes under. And then as you exhale, lift the pelvis up into downward dog. You might adjust your hands, your feet. And now find that core lift through the pelvis, like your pelvis reaching away from the hands, while hands, arms pressing down. The tops of the shoulders stay away from the ears. Head can drop down. Breathe in and out here, maybe moving the feet a bit. And then look forward to your hands, and with the next breath, step your right foot to your hands, arriving into high runner's lunge. Press down through the right foot and slowly inhale, lift your back up, lift your arms up, open the chest. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend both knees and cactus the arms, the left knee coming closer to the floor. Inhale, extend the legs, reach arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale again, bend the knees, cactus the arms, open the chest. 2 more times with the in-breath, reaching up. And exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms, so arms strong but tops of the shoulders soft. Once more, inhale, reach up. You can extend both legs. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms, and now hover down here. Keep left knee off the mat, but both knees bent. Take another breath in. And then exhale, close the chest, bring your hands down to the mat. And we step back into downward dog. Now really again, grounding the palms, fingers slightly spread open. We're going to inhale in downward dog. And then exhale, slowly move towards all fours, but leave your knees hovering off the mat. Hands about under your shoulders. So keeping knees just maybe 1-2 centimeters off the mat. Spine in neutral line, core engaged. One more breath here. And then next exhalation, lift the pelvis back up into downward dog and let your heavy head drop down. Inhale. Same again, as you exhale, shift the weight forward, almost coming onto all fours, but leave the knees hovering off the mat. Keep lower belly lifting in and reach the crown of the head away from the tail. So you have long, neutral, strong spine. Inhale and exhale again, back into downward dog. Keeping tops of the shoulders soft, heavy head drop down. Inhale, we'll do this 2 more times. Next exhalation, again come forward almost onto all fours. Leave your knees hovering. Keep pushing the mat away with your hands, shoulders strong. Inhale and exhale again, back into downward dog. Let the heavy head drop down. Inhale, one last round. With the exhalation, come forward almost onto all fours, still knees hovering off the mat. Breathe, keep breathing to the ribs, and each exhalation, still rising from the lower belly, helps you engage the core. One more breath in. And exhale into another downward dog. Now maybe adjust the feet a bit, pedal the feet, shake the head. Deeper breath in and out. And then we go into that high lunge on the other side. So you could look forward, and with the next breath, step left foot closer to hands, finding that high runner's lunge. And then inhale, lift back up, lift arms up. Now arms, hands free up in the air. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms. So again, hovering the right knee still off the mat. Inhale, extend the legs, reach the arms up. Another 3 rounds. With your own exhalation, bend both knees, cactus the arms, open the chest. And as you inhale, extend the legs, reach back, reach arms up, maybe even looking up. Next exhalation, again, bend the knees, cactus the arms, still keeping tops of the shoulders soft. Inhale once more, reaching up. Push the mat away with your feet. And exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms. Hover here, 1 breath, hovering the right knee off the mat. And then exhale, close the chest. Bring fingertips onto the mat. And now step your right foot to your left foot. And fold forward into a full forward bend. Maybe knees slightly bent. And you could hold your elbows with your hands if you want, coming into a ragdoll pose. A few breaths, resting the upper body. If holding elbows doesn't feel good, you could just let your hands, arms hang all the way down. And let the heavy head hang down as well. Breathe in and out. And then with knees slightly bent, exhale, start to roll the back up. Push the mat away with your feet. Lift up through the belly, lift up through the chest. Arriving into standing mountain pose. You could roll the shoulders a bit. Take a couple of breaths in and out. Next, we're going to go into chair and then into kind of half sun salutation before we end up back on our hands and arms. Breathe in and out. And then as you inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Leave arms up. As you exhale, bend the knees into chair pose. Now make sure you have weight on the heels, the balls of the feet. You might lift your toes slightly off the mat. If keeping arms overhead feels uncomfortable, bring palms together in front of the chest. Again, long line from the crown of the head to your tail, lower belly gently drawing in, but not tucking the tail under, so keeping neutral spine. Take another breath in and out, breathing out to the ribs. And then as you exhale, bend down, that full forward bend. We continue our sun salutation. Inhale halfway up to flat back, maybe hands on the shins. And exhale, bring hands down. Step or jump your both feet into plank. Inhale in plank pose. And then exhale down to low plank. You could have your knees on the mat if you want, or keep your knees off the mat. Hover in low plank. And then inhale either cobra or upward facing dog, where you lift the knees off the mat. Exhale into downward dog. And again, check that you can open your palms, spread the fingers, grip the mat with your fingertips. And from here, we travel into side plank. As you inhale, shift the weight forward, and we're going to step the left hand in the center, so it would stay under the left shoulder as we turn onto the outer edge of the left foot, arriving into side plank and reaching the right arm up. Now, if full side plank doesn't feel good, you can always bring your left knee onto the mat, so like a gate pose. But if you feel that trying both legs straight is okay today, keep hovering that left leg, the whole left side body off the mat. Keep breathing. And either stay where you are, or if you want to balance even more, slowly slide your right foot to the inside of your left leg into tree pose. Good, so opening the right hip into tree pose. Either stay where you are, or move into wild thing by stepping the right foot behind you, keeping left leg extended, and then turning your chest, your belly up towards the ceiling, maybe reaching the right arm over the head, next to the head. Wherever you are, keep pressing the mat away with that left arm, left shoulder. One more breath in and out. And then we're going to slowly come back from wherever you are. Turn your gaze down to the mat. Bring hands down. Turn into normal full plank. And now you can either come into child's pose or add a vinyasa flow here. You choose. If you go for the flow, exhale to low plank. Knees could be on the mat. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. And then exhale back into downward dog. If you are in child's pose, bring yourself back into downward dog. We're going to do that all that to the other side. So from downward dog, again, shift your weight forward into plank. And we're going to do side plank to the other side. So now step your right hand closer to the center line and shift the weight onto the outer edge of your right foot. So you're really flexing the right foot, ankle strongly. And either keep your both legs straight, or you have the option to bring your right knee to the mat like a gate pose. If you are keeping your both legs straight, keep lifting the whole right side off the mat. And the last option for the side plank was the tree pose. So opening the left hip and sliding the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Keep breathing, keep pushing the mat away. Either stay where you are or slowly move into wild thing, stepping left foot behind you, keeping right leg extended and turning chest, belly up towards the ceiling. Now left arm could reach over next to the head. Again, pushing the mat away with that right arm. One more breath in and out. And then we're slowly going to come back. Look down towards the floor. Bring hands down. Turn into normal full plank. And again, option to go into child's pose or to add one more vinyasa flow. If you want, exhale to low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale into downward dog. And after your flow, come down into child's pose. Bring your knees to the mat. Release the feet. And for a moment, round your back. And release arms, release head down. Take a few slightly deeper breaths in and out. You can also bring arms next to your legs on the mat if you want. Couple more breaths in and out to soften the shoulders, soften the hands. And then from child's pose, slowly bring yourself back onto hands and knees. And into another last downward dog, just as a transition pose. And from downward dog, slowly walk your hands and feet together so that you can arrive into a full forward bend. Option to either stay in a regular forward bend or bring arms behind the back, interlock fingers, and then inhale to flat back. And exhale, fold back down and forward, allowing arms to come down behind the back. So you're giving a bigger stretch for the shoulders after all that shoulder arm work we've done. Legs can be bent or straight, you choose. If there's any pain in the shoulders with arms behind the back, just release the arms back down. And wherever you are, take another breath in and out. And then if you have arms behind the back, slowly bring your hands onto your lower back. Exhale, bend the knees and start to roll the back up. You'd release the arms on the way. Arrive back in your mountain pose. Take a couple of deeper breaths in and out. And then with your next in-breath, lengthen arms up. And as you exhale, release the arms sideways down. We'll do this a few times. Arms just floating up and down. Your own in-breath, arms floating up towards the ceiling. And with the exhalation, arms floating down. Just feeling that maybe relief, that lightness in the arms. 2 more rounds. Let the ribs open as well as you bring the arms up. So the breath still help you here. 1 more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms sideways down, and leave your arms, your hands hanging down. We'll take another few breaths here, just resting in this mountain pose. You might close your eyes if you want. It helps you focus. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Let the fingers, the hands, the wrists, slowly, slowly, and gently soften. Release tension. If you have your eyes closed, maybe open your eyes. You can bring your palms together in front of the chest. And if this was your practice today, thank yourself for taking this time to strengthen, to move, to flow with your breath. Or if you're going to continue your practice, happy practicing after this. I hope this gives a nice foundation for your arms, your shoulders. Either way, thank you very much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Namaste. Thank you very much. Good. Thank you so much. If you did enjoy the practice, please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how you feel now after the practice. And also subscribe to the channel. There will be loads more yoga classes and yoga related videos coming up. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.